Thank you for that reminder, Erica. Great. Hi, everyone. How are you guys?
Hi.
See you. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I'm really enjoying this platform. I mean, despite the fact that we're all, you know, kind of stuck, I just think our technology is amazing, and that the fact that we can do this, I think it's super cool. So in my generation, we watch like Star Trek and stuff, and they'd be like talking on their little phones like this, and it's actually happening now. So
Hey, Angie, how come you're not wearing your lipstick today?
I barely got out of the shower. You know why? I was cooking dinner until 6:15, and so I was like, hurry up and eating, and so yeah, I'm not all dolled up today. So. You're seeing me.
That's all entertaining for us, Angie.
Great. All right. So let's see. All right. Welcome, those of you who are live. We're going to get started in a minute. And those of you who are on Instagram right now, if you've been in my classes before and I gave you something to put through your head, please go ahead and do it. Actually, not a video. Grab it and have it nearby. Have it kind of hold it up to the height where you think you might need it. Okay. All right. So today, welcome to everyone. I'm just going to go ahead and mute. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone if you have not already been muted. Cool. So, great. Okay, and then let's see. All right. Can you guys hear the music at all? Oh wait, you can't hear. No music. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna have music for now. Okay. All right. Okay. So good evening. Welcome to my flow class. My name is Angie, and I'll be guiding you through your practice today. So I'm going to be running classes all week, and just a quick explanation of what the description of our flow is, or the different classes. The flow class is going to be flow vinyasa class. So there will be a little bit more strengthening and some challenge in it. So if you have any issues right now that you're dealing with, maybe like if you're having chronic lower back pain or hip pain or knee pain, you just want to make sure you're aware of that and don't do anything that is going to make it feel worse. Okay. Gentle flow is going to be a little bit less intense, and that's going to be on Tuesday and Thursday this week, and we'll do more breath-based movement, and then the other ones, pranayama and respiratory, are going to be very relaxing, and pranayama is basically breathing techniques. So today it will be a little bit more demanding, so just take a break whenever you need to. All right, so let's come to standing position, and stand with your feet hip width. We're going to be focusing a little bit on shoulders and opening up the shoulders today and loosening up the neck. So when we talk about the shoulder girdle, most important thing is understanding how to move the arms so that we can mobilize all the muscles in the shoulders properly. So one thing, before we get into our practice today, I want to talk a little bit about proper glenohumeral movement, which is a fancy word for how your shoulder joints move. So anytime that the upper arm bone is shoulder height or lower, you're going to let the shoulders stick down because the shoulder blade is sideways and your arm can go from here to here without having to raise the shoulders. Now, the minute that the arm starts to go up, the upper arm starts to go up above the shoulder, you're going to allow the shoulder joint or the shoulder blade to move up with it. Okay, so when we allow that to happen, then we're allowing the joint of the arm to move together with the arm, and that's actually going to be a lot more healthy for arm movement. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand with your feet hip width. Activate your foot lock, which means that you're going to push down through the four corners of the feet, and you're going to grip the floor with with each of your toes. All right, so the action of the toes is really important because it activates the muscles up through the front of the legs. So look down at the legs momentarily and just make sure that the heels are right underneath the center of your thigh bones and the inner arches are parallel. So keep those 9 points active and then simply circle the arms. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. and try to move with the arms straight. Exhale, arms down and looking forward. Good. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Allow the shoulders to rise naturally. Arms go up. Exhale, arms down and looking forward. Continue. Inhale, arms out and up, looking up. Exhale, arms down and looking forward. One more time. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, looking up. Exhale, arms down and looking forward. Good. Getting ready for half salutations now. Make sure the foot lock is on, and now we're going to engage pelvic floor lock. So the pelvic floor, the muscles between the legs, you're going to think about drawing those up. For men, you're going to draw up the perineum. For women, you're going to draw up the cervix, so the cervical area. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bend your elbows, send your hips forward. Keep the foot lock on, pelvic floor lock on. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, lay the belly on your thighs. Let your head go. Inhale, hand up to the shin bones, lift up halfway. Now here, notice your foot lock, notice your pelvic floor lock, and try to lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold, bend your knees, elbows to your thighs. Inhale, push down through the feet, come all the way out and up, stretching up. And then exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale as you press up. And then exhale, arms come down. One more set. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Try to move with the arms straight. And now exhale, bend your elbows, hips press forward. Foot lock is on, pelvic floor lock on. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Lay the belly on your thighs. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold. Lay the belly on the thighs. Inhale as you come all the way out and up, circle up. And again, exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. And now in your chair pose, bring hands to heart center. Bring your right hand to your waist. Left hand grabs the outside of your right knee. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you twist to the right. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale back to chair pose. Arms stretching up. Now in your chair pose, challenge yourself to straighten your arms here. You are going to feel a little compression in the side of the neck, but try to stretch up so much that you feel your triceps activate. Now in order for that to happen, you have to let the shoulders go up, and that is proper shoulder movement. Bring hands to heart center, left hand to the waist, right hand to the outside of the knee. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you twist to the left. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center, arms stretch up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you forward fold. Push down through the feet, engage pelvic floor, come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Bring your feet together side by side now. So activate your foot lock, activate pelvic floor. The third lock is lower abdominals. You're going to engage from belly button down to the pubic area, and you're just going to tighten these muscles. So make sure you're not sucking in. That's going to destabilize your spine. You want to actually just tighten them. Okay, so keep those 3 locks on. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bring your right hand to your thigh. Inhale, stretch the left arm up. And now exhale with your 3 locks on, bump your hips to your left, keep stretching up toward the ceiling. So you're gonna feel the glutes have to work harder when you bend your spine. Inhale, turn the head up. And now exhale, pull the left elbow to the ribs, look down to the right. Inhale, left arm over the head, looking up. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm stretches up. Exhale, bump your hips right, keep stretching up to the ceiling. So notice the glutes activate, make sure the 3 locks are on. Inhale, turn the head to the right. Exhale, bend the right elbow to the ribs, look down to your left. Inhale, right arm over the head. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms stretch up. One more time, exhale, right hand down. Keep the lower 3 locks on. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, bump your hips left. Keep stretching up to the ceiling. Inhale, turn the head to your left. Exhale, pull the left elbow down to the ribs, look down to the right. Inhale, left arm over the head, looking up. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms stretch up. Exhale, left hand down. Good. Lower three blocks are on. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, bump your hips right, keep stretching up to the ceiling. Inhale, turn the head up. Exhale, pull the right elbow to the ribs, look down to your left. Inhale, right arm over the head, looking up. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale, both arms stretching up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, come all the way out and up, circle the arms up. Good, exhale, hands to heart center. Nice chair pose. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and out. So whenever the legs are side by side, you can, in addition to activating the three blocks, squeeze the legs together so that they act as one unit here. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sit way back and then twist to the right. So left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Now if the elbow doesn't connect, you can take that same version that we did earlier where you lift your chest and you just grab the outside of the knee with your hand. So stay here as you inhale. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Inhale back to chair pose, arms stretch up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale back to chair pose. Good. So foot lock is on. Now you're gonna keep all 9 points on the floor, but shift the weight back toward the heels. Good. Pelvic floor active, lower belly active, hands to heart center, and then twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee, or you can lift the chest and just go ahead and grab the outside of the knee. So wherever you are, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. One more cycle of breath as you inhale. Try to stack the left elbow on top of the right. Stay here as you exhale. Inhale back to chair pose. Exhale, press up. Hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bend your elbows like a cactus. So keep your blocks on, foot, pelvic floor, lower belly. Send your hips forward, broaden the chest. Inhale, arms stretch up. Nice straight arms here. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold, lay the belly on the thighs. Inhale as you lift up, halfway lengthen. And now exhale, step it back, tabletop position. In your tabletop position, set up your hands so that the arms are parallel to each other. Notice the distance between the hands here. Inhale as you tuck your toes. Cow pose, lift your tailbone up and move your awareness through the spine. So awareness moves up the spine, moving every vertebrae all the way through the top of your head. Exhale, point the toes back, start from the tailbone, and again, articulate each vertebrae, starting from the bottom and working your way up. A couple more, inhale, lift your tailbone. Good, move your awareness through the spine. So even if the spine doesn't actually move, you're still going to bring your awareness through that part. Tuck your tailbone and then round your spine. Good. And then inhale as you come back to center. Tuck your toes, lengthen the spine. C curve to the right. Exhale, bring your right hip to the right shoulder, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, lengthen. Exhale, left hip toward the left shoulder. Good. Inhale back to center, lengthen. Exhale, right hip to right shoulder. Feel the contraction of the right side. Inhale back to center, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, contracting the left side, looking over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. Now walk your hands forward about 3 to 4 inches, and make sure that when your hands are on the floor that the creasing of the wrist is even. So if you have a bunch of creases bunched up on one side, that means you have too much compression there. So you want to rotate the hands so the creasing of the wrists are even, and then push down through the base of your 4 fingers. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then grip the floor with your fingertips. And this is your hand lock, okay? So activate your hand lock. And then exhale, send your hips back for child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips up and keep your shoulders behind the wrist. Don't go all the way forward. Push down through those 9 points. So base of the forefingers, grip the floor with the fingertips. Exhale, child's pose. Continue, inhale, hips up, activate hand lock. Grip the floor, feel how your arms and your shoulders activate when your hands activate. Exhale to child's pose. And then one more time, inhale, engaging the hand lock. Exhale, downward facing dog. So keep the hand lock on, bend your knees, send your hips way back. Activate those 9 points. And now keep the knees bent. Draw your elbows up toward your armpits so you feel your arms straighten here. Okay, so you're gonna feel when the elbows draw up, your triceps activate, and you're gonna feel your shoulder blades hugging into your ribs, and that is very good. So hand lock on, elbows drawing up, bend your knees, hips way back, and go ahead and press the right heel down, look under the left armpit. Inhale, bend the knees, hips back, check in with your hand lock. Exhale, press the left heel down, look under the right armpit. Inhale, bend the knees, hips go back. Exhale, press the right heel down, look under the left. Inhale, bend the knees, hips go back. Exhale, press the left heel down, look under the right. Inhale, bend the knees, hips go back. Exhale, press both heels down. Now it's okay if the heels do not touch. Most important thing in down dog is that you have stable arms, because the arms are the parts of the body that are holding up the weight of the body. So arms, hands active, arms straight, spine is long, and then lastly, last priority is the hamstring stretch here, okay? Inhale, right leg back and up if you have space. And then exhale, warrior one. Step the right foot forward, pivot the left heel down. Good. And now in your warrior one, bring your hands to your waist and separate your feet. Instead of lining up your heels, separate your feet left to right about hip width. So if you're standing on a train track, that's the width of your hips. The right foot is gonna be on the right rail and the left arch is gonna be on the left rail. Okay, and look down when you bend that front knee. Just make sure the foot is far enough forward that the knee isn't passing the ankle a lot, because sometimes this actually exacerbates any pain in that front knee. Okay, so straighten out the front knee. Activate the foot lock, engage pelvic floor lock and lower belly lock, and then bring your elbows up 90 degrees. So your arms are gonna make a 90-degree angle, elbows up in line with the shoulders. So if your arms are this height, that means the shoulders still stay down. Okay, so exhale, bring your elbows together, keep your lower 3 locks on. Inhale, bend your front knee, bring your elbows out to the side, spin the palms out, and then look to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, look left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking right. Exhale, back to center. Keep the elbows shoulder height if you can. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking left. Exhale, back to center. Release the arms down. Inhale, arms stretch up. So take a moment here, start from the bottom. Notice the foot walk. Notice pelvic floor, notice lower belly. So once that's active, then stretch up firmly with your arms. Allow there to be compression in the neck, that's perfectly fine, okay? So a little bit of compression in the side of the neck is fine. We're gonna allow your arms to straighten, that's gonna take first priority today, okay, as long as it doesn't hurt. So bring your palms together, cross your thumbs and stretch up. Root down, stretch up so much you feel like your biceps are squeezing the ears. And now if you feel okay, keep the back of the neck long and look up. So root down through the feet as you straighten those arms. You're gonna feel really beautiful stretch all the way from the front of this knee through the back and up to the triceps. One more cycle of breath here. Maybe some of you can start to lean back. Good. And then on your next inhale, come back to center. Make Charlie's Angels hand, so make a little, like interlace your fingers like you make a little handgun. Stretch up, squeeze your biceps, shift the weight to the right leg, point the left toes back, Make sure the back leg is straight and slowly start to hinge down in one piece. If this is not in the cards today for you, perfectly fine. You can just stay in warrior one and just hinge forward. And if that's challenging, then you can just stay in warrior one. One more cycle of breath here, soften the face, unclench the jaw, and then slowly make your way back to your warrior one. Arms stretching up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Inhale to tabletop position. In your tabletop, set up your hands. So again, your hands are in that same position, rotating so the creases of the wrist are even. And this time the wrists are going to be underneath the shoulders. Anytime the wrists are underneath the shoulders, you do not have to, forcefully engage your hand lock because your bones are holding up the weight of your shoulder girdle, okay? Only when your hands are in front of the shoulders or in a different position. So here, separate the shoulder blades. If you have chronic neck tension, you're gonna, in addition to separating the shoulder blades, hug the shoulders down toward your hips, and then activate your pelvic floor and lower belly locks. And this is gonna help to stabilize your spine. On your inhale, step back to full plank position. If this is a lot today, you're gonna stay with the knees down. Okay, so a couple of elements here. Shoulders come apart, maybe they hug down. The pelvic floor is active and lower belly is active. The knees are straight. So we're all of this is doing is we are stabilizing all the moving parts so you create that plank. And now lastly, notice the head. If it's drooping, see if you can bring your head in line with the rest of your body. Stay here as you inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot. Make sure the hand lock is on. So push down through the base of the 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grip the floor with your fingertips. And notice now the elbows. So try to draw the elbows up, like you're gonna tighten the outsides of your arms here. Make sure the knees are bent when you do this, because sometimes if you have tight hamstrings, if you straighten out your legs, it's gonna take the length, the stretchiness from your spine and in your arms, especially the lats here. All right, and now inhale, left leg backing up. Exhale, step your left foot forward, warrior one position. Again, instead of lining up heel to heel, you're gonna separate your feet left to right, about hip width. Okay, so why do we do this? Because in your warrior one, you want your body to face forward. If your feet aren't lined up in one line, it's hard for the hips to face forward as well. So a very simple solution to this is just to separate your feet a little bit wider, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, perfectly fine to deviate from, our known traditional way of doing our warrior one. So straight, bring your hands to your waist, straighten out the front leg, activate foot lock, pelvic floor lock, lower belly lock. Bring your elbows up 90 degrees, and then elbows together. Inhale, bend the front knee, elbows out, palms out, looking left. Exhale, elbows together, palms face to face when they come back to center. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking right. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking left. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking right. Exhale, elbows together. Last set, inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking left. Make sure elbows are shoulder height. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, elbows out, palms out, looking right. Exhale, elbows together. Good. Release the arms down. Inhale, arms stretch up, warrior one. And again, check in with your lower 3 locks. So your foot lock, pelvic floor lock, lower belly lock are all on. These are important because it helps to recruit all the muscles in the lower part of your body. So stretch up, bring your palms together, cross your thumbs, opposite thumb on top. So we're in prayer position for this one. Stretch up so much you feel your biceps squeezing your ears. At the same time, root down through your feet. And now with the back of the neck long, look up. So resist the urge to kind of just drop the head back here. You want to think of anytime you look up like you're doing a back bend. So you're lengthening the back of the neck and then you're tilting the chin. So you're maintaining a certain amount of space in the back of the neck, even though you're back bending it. So even though you're coming into that deflection. Maybe some of you can start to lean back. So when you lean back, same idea with your lower back. Think about lifting, maintaining space in your lower back as you lift the heart. And now inhale, coming back to center. Make the Charlie's Angels hands. Inhale, lift up. Shift the weight to your left leg and point the right toes back. Now make sure that back leg is straight. Stay here. Arms are squeezing to the ears, and then exhale, slowly hinge down in one piece. If this is a lot today, you're gonna stay in warrior one and just hinge forward, keeping the arms straight. Now I'm gonna challenge you today, try not to bring your chest lower than your hips, especially for the bendy people. So the chest is gonna stay higher than the hips. It's gonna be more challenging, and try to keep the arms nice and straight and the back leg as straight as you can. Very nice, everyone. On your next inhale, slowly come back to your warrior one position. Arms stretching up. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Inhale to tabletop. And again, separate the shoulder blades, hug them down toward your hips if you have chronic tension in the neck or in the shoulders. Engage pelvic floor, lower belly. You can either stay here or step back to full plank position. Now we're gonna do something called Twizzlers. So what this is, we're gonna keep the top half of the body in plank, separate the feet a little bit wider. If you're a tabletop, you can just stay right where you are and activate your tabletop. Those of you doing Twizzlers, keep the legs straight, spin the heels to the right, but keep your chest facing down. So legs are kind of like you're doing a side plank. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, heels to the left. Make sure your shoulder blades are still moving apart from each other. Inhale back to center. One more set. Exhale, heels to the right. Keep pushing the floor away. Inhale back to center. Exhale, heels to the left. Keep pushing the floor away. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Activate your hands. Send your hips way back and then press the heels down. And then go ahead and pedal out the feet if you like. You can shake your head yes and no. Maybe looking left, looking right. Good. And let's go ahead and take a child's pose. Knees down, and then toes together. Sit the hips back and stretch forward. Really nice work, everyone. Remember to take a break whenever you need to. So don't feel like you have to do every single pose or every single variation if you feel like you just need a little bit of a break. All right, good. All right. Very nice. On your next inhale, stretch your arms forward, and then downward facing dog again. So activate your hand lock. Get in the habit of checking in with your hands anytime you come to downward facing dog. So look at your hands, make sure the creases of the wrists are even, push down through the base of the fingers, grip the floor, draw the elbows up, and then send your hips back. And lastly, press the heels down. Good. All right, let's take a couple of lion's breaths here. Inhale, lift up, lift the heels up, come up high on your toes, lift your hips up. Breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Melt the heels down. 2 more times. Inhale, come up high on the toes, heels up, hips lift. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Stretch out your tongue. And then last one. Inhale, hips lift, heels lift. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, heels down, tongue out, and look down at the floor as you exhale. Good. On your next inhale, bending your knees. And then exhale, look between your hands, step the right foot forward and the left foot forward. Feet stay hip width. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold, bending your knees. Push down through the feet, come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. And then exhale, arms come down. Very nice. Separate your feet a little bit wider than the hips into, we're gonna get ready to do a couple of squats now. Okay, so turn your toes out slightly and you can adjust your feet in just a little bit. But before we go in, already activate your foot block, engage pelvic floor and lower belly. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then sit the hips down into your squat. So Malasana. Now if you need to, you're gonna bring your feet a little bit closer together or feet a little bit wider to wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, we're gonna move in and out of our squat now. Stretch your arms forward, engage your foot lock, engage pelvic floor, and then slowly come all the way up. Yes, nice. Hands to heart center, and then squat all the way down. Good. Activate your foot lock. Arms stretch forward, inhale, coming up. Now notice if one leg wants to work more than the other. Exhale, hands to heart center, sitting down. Try to make both legs work evenly. Inhale, stretching forward, good. Now all 9 points active, inhale, pushing up. So not just the inner points active, but also the outer points. Exhale, hands to heart center as you sit all the way down. And then one more, inhale, stretching forward, coming all the way up. Foot lock is on. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then squatting all the way down. Very nice, good. All right, now on your inhale, take your right arm and tuck the tricep, front side of your right knee, and stretch the arm out to the side. Inhale, left arm up. Good. Now some of you can either sit here or you can take a bind with your left arm. This is option 2. Option 3, you take your bottom hand and flip it around, and some of you can grab hands behind your hip. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you twist a little bit more to your left. One more cycle of breath here as you inhale, and then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, release, left arm up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch the arms forward, root down through the feet, come all the way up, both legs even. Nice. Exhale, hands to heart center, squatting down one more time. Good. And now tuck your left forearm against the front side of your left shin bone and stretch your left arm out to the side. Inhale, right arm up. Good. And some of you can stay here. Maybe others, you can take a bind behind the back, grabbing your thigh. And if you're grabbing your thigh, lengthen the spine and twist. Some of you might be able to take your bottom arm and flip the arm or palm around and wrap and grab the arm behind your back, the hand behind your back. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch forward, press yourselves up. All 9 points active. Beautiful work. And then hands to heart center. Bring your feet again, hip width. Good. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bend your elbows like a cactus, hips press forward. Inhale, arms here, jump. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, belly touches your thighs. Inhale as you lift up halfway. And now step it back to high plank position. If high plank is a lot today, then go ahead and drop down the knees. Otherwise, stay in your high plank. Separate the shoulder blades, hug them down to your hips. Engage pelvic floor, lower belly, and draw your knees up. And again, bring your head in line with your rest of the body. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot, send your hips way back. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, high lunge. So in high lunge, again, separate your feet left to right, like you're standing on a train track again. So right foot on the right rail, left toes on the left rail. On your inhale, lift your hips up, keep your hands down. Lift your hips up higher than that front knee. And then exhale, bring your left knee down. Good, now the hips are gonna come down. So we're gonna take a couple of low lunge to high lunges, and you can come onto your fingertips here. Okay, so keep your back toes tucked under. Inhale, draw the left knee up so much that you feel the left quadricep activate. And see if you can lift your hip up a little bit higher, hips up higher than that front knee when you straighten. Exhale as you bend. Low lunge. Inhale, right knee comes up. Try to lift your hips up a little bit higher than that front knee. And at the same time, straighten the left knee. So much that you feel the quad activate. Exhale as you lower. Couple more. Inhale, knee draws up. Hips come higher than that front knee. Exhale as you lower. And last one. Inhale, left knee comes up. Hips come higher than that front knee. Make sure that back knee is as straight as you can. On your inhale, engage your lower 3 locks. Foot, pelvic floor, lower belly. Slowly come up to your high lunge position. In your high lunge, stretch up with your arms. So challenge yourself. You can activate your triceps here. Straightening your arms is stage 1 in proper arm health, proper shoulder health. So if you cannot straighten your arms, that means there's some type of imbalance happening. Maybe the triceps are weak, maybe the lats are tight, but something is happening that's not allowing you to straighten. So stay here as you inhale. Preparing for a high lunge twist. Exhale, hands to the floor. So stay in your high lunge, left fingertips on the floor. Keep your hips up higher than that front knee. I know it's very tempting to let the hips sink down, especially if you're flexible. So hips stay higher than that front knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right arm up. So high lunge twist. Stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. One more cycle of breath, inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the floor. Inhale back to high plank position. You're preparing for side plank. Feet together side by side now. Those of you, if you need to, you can drop your left knee down. Otherwise, in your high plank, roll onto the edge of your left foot, stack the feet, flex the feet, right arm up. So just like we've been doing, if you activate your locks, you're going to be able to balance a lot better. So you are basically stabilizing all the moving parts when you activate your locks. One more cycle of breath here. And then exhale, right hand down. Inhale to high plank position. Exhale to downward facing dog. Very nice work, everyone. Couple of breaths here. So activate your hands. Allow your arms to straighten here. So elbows draw up. Good. If you need to at any time, you can take a child's pose. Okay, getting ready for high lunge on your left side. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, left foot forward. And high lunge position. So stagger your feet left to right, hip width. Drop the right knee. Actually, let's do this first. Keep your hips lifted and try to straighten out that back knee as much as you can so the right knee sucks up into the thigh bone. Exhale as you drop the right knee down. Good. Inhale, knee comes up and lift your hips up higher than that front knee. So a little bit higher here. Exhale, right knee comes down. Couple more. Inhale, right knee lifts up. Hips lift higher than that front knee. Exhale as you lower. And then one more. Inhale, right knee comes up. So draw the right knee up so much you feel your right butt cheek activate. So when you activate your quadricep, which is your thigh, it will also activate the right glutes. So feel that engagement. Hips higher than that front knee. And then when you're ready, inhale, arms stretch up, high lunge position. Challenge yourself to keep your hips higher than the front knee, just a little bit. Try not to sink down into the full range of motion in that left hip. So both feet active, arms nice and straight. Feel like you're gonna stretch up to the ceiling. Good. One more cycle of breath here as you stretch up. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Good. Preparing for side plank. Inhale, lengthen the spine and step back to full plank position. Now, this is a lot today. You can drop your right knee down. Otherwise, feet together side by side in your plank. Push the floor away, shoulders down. Activate your pelvic floor. Roll onto the edge of your right foot. Stack the feet. Flex the feet. Left arm stretches up. So here, keep your kneecaps drawing up. Keep your pelvic floor lock on. Very nice work, everyone. Keep pushing the floor away with your right arm. One more cycle of breath here. And then exhale, left hand down. Inhale to high plank position. Exhale to downward facing dog. Very nice. Good. And then a child's pose. So go ahead and come down to your child's pose. Relax here. If you need to, you can bring your arms back alongside your body. So your arms rest alongside your body, fingertips pointing back. Take a couple of breaths here. Softening the face. Good. Unclenching your jaw. Very nice work. Good. And then on your next inhale, make your way onto your belly. So go ahead and lay down onto your belly. Good. Bring your, preparing for cobra position. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. So fingertips are going to be approximately in line with the top of the shoulders here. So not too far forward that your forearms are on the floor, not too far back. And then hug your elbows into your ribs. So keep your feet in neutral position, which is hip width. On your inhale, slide the shoulders back. So you're gonna slide them down toward your hips and try not to squeeze them together here. So we're just gonna slide them down, engage pelvic floor, lower belly, just like we've been doing, and draw your knees up off the floor. So the toes aren't gonna come up, only the knees. In fact, the toes are gonna push down here. So shoulders down, pelvic floor active, knees up, and now bring your head in line with your rest of your body. Stay here as you inhale, lift your spine, lift your chest up, but try to keep those 4 areas active. Exhale as you lower. 3 more times, inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Continue, inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. 1 more, inhale as you lift. Now stay here, make sure your kneecaps are drawing up. Tops of the toes pushing down onto the floor. Pelvic floor is active. And shoulders are sliding down toward your hips. 1 more cycle back here. Exhale as you lower. Relax your arms down and look to your right. Let everything go. And take a break at any time. So if you need to, feel free to do so. Great. All right. And then on your next inhale, let's go ahead and bring your, okay, so let's go ahead and bring our arms out to your sides, palms facing down. So instead of straight out, 90-degree arms, you're gonna bring your arms back about 45 degrees. Feet stay hip width here. So all the same principles. Slide the shoulders down, engage pelvic floor, draw your knees up, and head is in line with the rest of your body. On your inhale, lift everything up, arms, legs, and chest. Now, if you feel only your lower back working, see if you can lower the legs more and straighten your knees more so you feel the hamstrings activate. If you feel the top of the shoulders working only, slide the shoulders down more. Stay here as you inhale, exhale as you lower. 3 more times. Inhale, everything lifts up, full locust pose. So shoulders slide down, kneecaps drawing up. Neck is long. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. If you're looking forward, just make sure you're looking down at the floor. Good. Exhale as you lower. And then last one. Inhale as you lift. Good. I'm going to challenge you guys now. Come down halfway and try to get longer through the legs and try to get longer through the arms. Very nice work. 1 more cycle of breath here. And then exhale as you release, arms down to your sides, palms face up, and then look to your opposite side, to your left. Good. Couple of breaths here. Very nice work, everyone. Good. All right. And then coming back to your tabletop position, let's take a couple of cat to child's poses. So come to your tabletop. Inhale to cat pose around your spine. And then exhale to child's pose. Continue, inhale to cat, rounding your spine. Exhale to child's pose. Couple more, inhale. And exhale. And then last one, inhale, cat pose. And then exhale to child's pose. Couple of breaths here. Soften the face. Unclenching the jaw. Good. All right, make your way back to downward facing dog. So stretching out your arms in front of you. And again, notice the hands, notice the hand lock, notice the elbows drawing up so your arms are active, and then go ahead and send your hips back and press the heels down. A couple of breaths here. Nice. All right, and then on your next exhale, look between the hands, step your left foot forward and the right foot forward. Feet hip width. Inhale as you lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you forward fold, soften your knees, belly touches your thighs. And then inhale, come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. And then exhale, arms come down. Very nice work. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and just keep, if you have enough space, you can just keep facing your, the computer, and you're gonna step your feet a little bit, about 4 feet wide, and turn your toes out about 45 degrees. So it doesn't have to be very far, just wide enough that you feel comfortable when you bend your knees, okay? So go ahead and bend your knees now, and if your knees are passing the ankles, so if you look like a ballerina like this, then you just wanna make sure your feet are wide enough that the knees don't come out further than the ankles, okay? So look at the inner arches of your feet and look at your inner thighs. Try to make them parallel to each other, all right? Straighten out the legs now. Engage your foot lock. Engage pelvic floor, lower belly. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. And we're just gonna simply circle the body. So on your exhale, circle your body to the right and down. Inhale to the left and up. Good, let's do that 5 more times. Exhale, circle to the right and down, sweep the fingertips along the floor, inhale, left and up. You can do that a couple more times, moving at your own pace, and allow your body to be just kind of soft here, but allow your legs to be really strong and stable. So the legs, the lower half of the body, provide the stability in the body when you're upright. Let's do 1 more round. And in reverse directions now. Exhale, sweep your body to the left and down. Inhale, right and up. Good. So just go ahead and do that a couple of times. Just allow your body to be nice and fluid. And the legs nice and strong. So you're lunging from one side to the other. Good. Very nice. Turn your toes forward now. Stay here as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lift up halfway. Now listening carefully. Separate your feet a little bit wider and separate your arms a little bit wider. So kind of like you're in a wide, wider standing separate leg, forward fold. So keep your feet a little bit wider than you're used to, but keep your fingertips on the floor and then activate your foot lock. So bend your knees, stretch your spine forward and activate your foot lock. Getting ready to lunge to the right. Exhale, lunge to the right, but keep the 9 points of your left foot on the floor. So resist the urge to peel the edge up. When you do this, you're actually gonna recruit a lot more of the muscles in the inner thighs, so you're gonna feel a deeper stretch in your inner thighs. So lengthen the spine, look over to your left. Inhale back to center. You can keep the arms wider than the shoulders, that way you don't have to move your hands. Exhale, lunge to your left. Root down through the 9 points of the right foot. Keep the spine long and look to the right. Inhale back to center. A few more rounds. Exhale, lunging to your right, looking left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lunging left, looking right. Good. Inhale back to center. Walk your feet a little bit closer in. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way, circle the arms out and up. And then exhale, arms come down. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn the right toes out to a triangle position leg. Inhale, arms out to the side. And now we're gonna do a modified triangle. So keep your feet in triangle, which is the right toes pointing out, left toes pointing forward. A little bit bend in that front knee. And just inhale, tilt your arms. So we're going to bring your right arm to the thigh, left arm up, and make a hitchhiker thumb. So thumb is gonna point back behind you the whole time. So inhale, stretch up and over. So you're in a side bend here. Don't worry about stretching the right side body. Think about lifting the left ribs as you stretch the left arm over the top of your head. And now keep the thumb pointing back the whole time, and I'll turn your head up. Now listening carefully. without twisting your hand. So remember, you're not going to twist your hand on your exhale. You're just going to bring your arm down toward your hip, slightly behind you. So inhale, bring your arm down behind you. Keep the thumb pointing back and look down at the floor. Good. Inhale, bring your left arm over the head and then looking up. Exhale, arm back behind you, looking down to the right. Couple more. Inhale, left arm over the top of the head, looking up. Exhale, sweep the arm down, the thumb points back the whole time. One more. Inhale, arm sweeps up, looking up. And then exhale, arm down. So keep your thumb pointing back, look down at the floor, and let that left shoulder be kind of pulled back a little bit. So you don't have to purposely pull it back, and let the weight of the arm stretch the front of your shoulder, which is your deltoid. You're probably feeling it here. Maybe some of you are feeling it right here in the scalenes, a little bit in your throat. Good. One more cycle of breath here. And go to bring your left arm up. Good. Come to warrior two position. Stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. And now inhale, both arms up. Turn the right toes forward. Good. And then bring your hands to your waist. Turn your left toes out to the side. You can, if you're not already, you can line up heel to heel or heel to arch. So micro bend that front knee. Inhale, arms come out. Exhale, simply tilt the arms down. So remember, we're not thinking of this as a triangle. We're thinking of this as a side bend. Make a hitchhiker thumb. Point your thumb back behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, up and over. So think of this as a side bend. Your left hand can slide down the leg, a little bend in that front knee if you need to. Inhale, turn the head up. And now with your thumb pointing back, exhale, sweep the left arm down. So you're just gonna simply bring your arm down to the right hip and then look down at the floor. Inhale, right arm up, looking up. Exhale, right arm down, looking down. Couple more. Inhale, right arm up, looking up. So this should feel like a really nice side body stretch. Exhale, arm down, looking down. One more. Inhale, right arm up, looking up. And then exhale, arm down. So arm is going to be slightly behind you, and keep the gaze down here. So make sure that your lower three locks are on, because once you start to sink down, then you're going to lose the support. So once you start to lose the action of your foot, or your foot lock, or pelvic floor, lower belly, you're going to start to lose the supporting structure of the upper half of the body. So let that left shoulder be pulled back as you look down. One more cycle of breath here. Good. And then go ahead and bring your right arm up. Back to warrior two. Stay here as you inhale. Stay here as you exhale. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. Hold here as you exhale. Inhale back to center, arms stretching up, turn the toes forward. And now exhale, interlace fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, extend your arms. If you can't straighten your arms, it's okay. So inner thighs or inner arches are parallel. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold, and bring your arms over the top of your head here. So here, let the shoulders go up toward your ears. We want to allow the shoulders to follow the movement of your arms. Good. Few more breaths here. Softening the face. Nice. All 9 points of foot lock on. So if you have your knees locked out, please micro bend the knees here. Good. On your next inhale, slowly pull yourself all the way up. Good. Very nice work. Excellent. Okay, and then bring your feet together again. Actually hip width. So instead of feet together side by side, activate the feet. Relax your shoulders here. So we're just going to take a moment here in Tadasana. This is mountain pose. When we're standing here with simply just standing with our legs parallel, this is called mountain pose. Or another name for this is called Samasthiti. Sama means even, so evenly distributed, and that's what we're doing. We're kind of evenly distributing the work across both legs and the feet. Sthiti means to be standing at attention. Okay, so feel the action of your foot lock. Feel the action of pelvic floor. Feel the lower abdominals. And then gently see if you can, feel like the top of your head is lengthening up to the ceiling. And then let the head just kind of come back down and rest on your spine. Now, relax your arms and your arms and your shoulders completely. So if you're rotating your palms forward right now, I'd like you to just relax and let the arms rotate in whatever direction you'd like. So a lot of times what happens is we try to use the shoulders as support, either to maintain good posture, or we might use the shoulders to help to support the weight of the head. And when that happens, that's when we get chronic shoulder tension. So the shoulders were not meant to do work of stabilization. That is the job of your hips and your legs. So if you have chronic tension in the shoulders, that means that we need to redistribute the work into the legs. So see if you can feel the sensation of your breath now. And just noticing the natural expansion of your lungs when you, as you support the body through the legs. So notice the lungs expanding from top to bottom. Notice the lungs expanding from side to side. Notice the lungs expanding from front to back. Good. So it is very possible for us to feel very relaxed here, even though, we haven't, even though we're investing a certain amount of effort here, it's possible to find that balance between effort and ease. Good. All right, and then opening your eyes now. We're gonna come to seated position. We're gonna end with a couple of breathing practices and then we'll rest in our Shavasana. So go ahead and sit down. Stretch your legs forward, circle the feet around. And actually before we do our breathing exercise, I just wanna do a spine twist and then we'll go into our breathing exercise. So stretch your legs forward. Now notice when you're stretching your legs forward, if you're rolling onto your tailbone, then I'm gonna ask that you either sit on your towel or bend your knees so that you're sitting on the bony parts of your butt. Okay, so when we sit, we don't want to roll back onto the tailbone because then that's when we're going to create tension in the shoulders because your head is no longer aligned on top of your spine. So we want to roll forward so the head is actually being held up by the spine. Okay, so cross the right ankle over your left knee. Bring your left hand behind your back. Inhale, right arm up. And with your right arm straight, karate chop to your left. And again, notice if you're on your tailbone, rock forward onto the bony parts of your butt. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you twist to the right. So start from the bottom and work your way up. And even if the spine doesn't actually move, imagine yourself rotating from the bottom and working your way up through the top of your head. Good. One more cycle of breath here. And then slowly unwind, stretch your legs out, circle the feet around. And another side. So we do the right side, so do whatever, now left side. Right. So left foot over the right knee. Oh wait, which side? Yeah, okay, so, sorry. Yeah, left foot over the right. Whichever side we didn't do last time, okay? I'm gonna do my left because I did my right side last time. Okay, so bring your left hand behind your back, inhale, right arm up, and karate chop to your left. Oh wait, Okay, yeah, just do whatever opposite side you did do last time. So lengthen the spine, and then exhale, twist. So work your way up from the bottom. Good. Oh yeah, I think we did the left side. That's correct. Good. So yeah, we're doing the left, or whichever way we didn't do. So let's see. Okay. So, a couple of breaths here. I think I lost my people on live. Good. All right, and then slowly coming back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Circle the feet around a couple of times. Great. Okay, and then go ahead and cross out the shin bones. And again, rock forward onto the bony parts of your bottom. So we're gonna do a couple of breathing exercises. The first one is gonna be alternate nostril breath. So take your right index and middle fingers, place them together and place them right on your forehead. You're gonna use your right thumb to block off the right nostril and the right ring finger to block off the left nostril. So go ahead and block off the right. Let all the air out. Inhale through the left, raising the chin. Block off the left, exhale through the right and lower the chin. Inhale through the right and lift. Block off the right, exhale left and lower. Inhale left and lift. Block off left, exhale right and lower. Inhale right and lift. Block off right, exhale left and lower. Notice which nostril is more open, which one's more closed. Inhale left and lift. Block off left, exhale right and lower. Inhale right and lift. Block off right, exhale left and lower. Block off the more open nostril. Breathe through the less open nostril 6 rounds. When you're done with your 6, you can relax the arms down and just breathe naturally here. Okay, opening your eyes now. Notice which way your legs are crossed. We're going to recross them the opposite way. So stretch out your legs, shake out your legs, circle the feet around, and recross the opposite leg in the front. Good. Okay. So the next breathing practice is 3-part breath, and you're going to take the option that works best for you. So option number 1 is for those of you if you're feeling anxious or stressed out right now. What we're going to do is we're going to break down the exhale into 3 parts. So you're going to take 1 inhale, continuous inhale all the way down from the top of your head to your pelvic floor. And on the exhale, you're going to exhale 1/3 to belly, 2/3 to chest, and the remainder of the way out. And after you empty, you can stay empty, and that's going to help to calm the nervous system even more. Okay, so we're going to try that one more time. So you're going to inhale all the way down to your pelvic floor, and then exhale 1/3 to belly, 2/3 to chest, and the remainder of the way out. You can add Prithvi Mudra, which is called Earth Mudra, connecting thumb to the ring finger, and then turning the palms up. Okay, Earth Mudra, the element Earth has a stabilizing and grounding effect. So doing this mudra will help to create that stabilization, that sensation. The next option is if you're the opposite, if you feel very low energy, then you're gonna break down the inhale. So inhale 1/3 to chest, 2/3 to belly, all the way down. Option to stay full. This creates an energizing effect. Exhale in one complete breath. Okay, so again, you're gonna inhale 1/3 to chest, 2/3 to belly, all the way down and stay full. Exhale in one complete breath. Now for this mudra, you're gonna take Pran Mudra, connect ring finger to thumb to ring finger and pinky finger, make the peace sign and bring your two fingers together like this. Okay, Pran means prana, it comes from the word prana, which means life force. So I'm gonna turn the palms up. And then I won't be able to cue both at the same time, so you can just go ahead and we'll start together and then you can move at your own pace. So take one deep inhale and then begin. And last round. And then when you're done, you're going to breathe naturally, releasing your mudra. Okay, opening your eyes now, stretch out your legs, shake out your legs, and circle the feet around. And then make your way onto your back. So lay down onto your back. If you usually use something under your head, go ahead and grab your blanket to put under your head. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Good, yeah, feel free to rock left to right a little bit. Good. And then final resting pose. So stretch out your legs, relax your arms alongside your body. And if you have any back pain, you can always, just bend your knees and drop your knees together. Take about 3 to 4 minute resting pose today. And slowly bringing awareness back to your body and to your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Good. And then on your next inhale, stretch the arms above the head, stretch the legs down, nice big stretch. And then on your exhale, bending your knees, roll to one side and press yourselves back up to seated position. Good. And then again, just noticing ability to the hips, shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. Hands to heart center, inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing the head. Thank you all for your beautiful practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Wonderful work, guys.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Angie.
This is fun. All right. Hope to see you guys later this week. Enjoy your week. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Trisha.
Bye.